Howdy doodly, friendarinos. It's time for TWIN, which stands for This Week in News, where we go over the hottest tech news that took place during the week. Let's catch up on everything that happened, starting right now. So first up, it looks like Sony is shipping mysterious console experiment prototypes to places across the US. We found shipments that have been going to California and being distributed across the United States that, when you look at the code names, looks like it's some sort of console prototype that's out there, with some people speculating that it's the PS5 Pro, others speculating that it's the PSVR 2. Given Sony's push for the PSVR 2 as of late, that would be my guess to what these things are. We're getting it in the hands of developers who are actually able to program for this with the higher end VR headset. Makes a lot of sense to me. I'm actually fairly excited for the PSVR 2. You can go check out this video we did over on UFD Tech last week, where we tried to make the PSVR 2 at least get some sort of VR experience when it comes to the PS5. And when it comes to the Steam Deck, that launched on February 25th, and users are actually getting their hands on it. However, it does appear that there were early reports of joystick drifting that's going on Valve's new portable handheld console. It's something that affects all joysticks out there. It's just a matter of time until it actually happens, but it's kind of odd to see it on such early units. However, Valve came out with a firmware update, had some joystick dead zone regression that they fixed, and it made it so that it's actually should be resolved, which is good to see Valve doing that kind of stuff. What's also good to see is Valve saying that they're ramping up production when it comes to the Steam Deck. There's some supply chain issues. However, they should be producing tens of thousands of Steam Deck units this month and hundreds of thousands of Steam Deck units next month, with giving some more detailed delivery dates for people who have after Q2 as their delivery date for their Steam Deck, like I do. And I'm so tired that I don't know. I'm just glad that they're fixing this. So good, Valve, keep going. I like to see it. I don't like to see Bungie's approach to the Steam Deck, which is to say, hey, if you want to play Destiny 2 on it, you're banned. You want to play on Proton? You're banned. You try to skirt around us? You're banned. We don't want none of it. Valve, however, saying that this is because of anti-cheat stuff that could easily be fixed with an email if Bungie would ever respond. But it doesn't appear like Bungie wants to take that route, especially after they've been purchased by Sony. They might be going the whole, we're locked off to PlayStation. You can't tell us what to do. You want crossplay? You should have thought about that before buying anything besides a PlayStation, okay? You bought the worst console. You have to deal with your life. And I've had to deal with the fact that we don't have any 3D V-Cache chips from AMD, but it does look like that could be changing. Gigabyte rolled out a BIOS update support for the 5800X3D chip that AMD announced at CES, and according to well-known leakers, it looks like it's shipping out from the factory and might hit store shelves by the end of the month. However, AMD still has not confirmed a price or specific release date for this chip. We're also looking to get the Milan X CPUs, which are the EPYC chips that are supposed to have 3D V-Cache. Those should be rolling out as well. And to just further add on to this, it looks like CPU-Z has added CPU support for the 5800X3D as well as Intel's 12900KS. But on the GPU side of things, Tom's Hardware came out with a report showing that GPU prices are dropping across the board, on average 11% in February of 2022 if you look at the going eBay market pricing for all of the GPUs. This is something that a lot of people talked about in the comments of the episode of Hot News. They were like, eBay prices don't count because that's not new at retail. I disagree. I think eBay prices absolutely do count because it shows you, especially when you go to sold items, what people are actually willing to pay for the card. And if that price is going down, that should mean that that would get closer to the retail price, which then would mean that we're actually getting cheaper GPUs overall. I think eBay prices count. You're more than welcome to argue with me down below in the comments, but as you can see here, RTX 30 series cards dropping, RX 6000 series cards dropping, the 6500 XT being down 25% month on month, which is absolutely insane. And I don't know if Apple's insane, but they're going to give us a peak performance event on March 8th where we're expecting to see the new iPhone SE, iPad Air, and maybe even a sneak peek at the upcoming desktop chips featuring Apple's Silicon. But what you won't see anymore is the Samsung Galaxy Note. Samsung officially announcing at Mobile World Conference that they're killing off the Note branding and that it will just now be called Ultra. The Galaxy S22 Ultra had a pen, and so it is a Note, and that's what the Note's going to be from now on. And what TikTok's going to be from now on is too long. TikTok's up to 10 minutes for whatever reason. How do you guys feel about TikToks being so long?
I don't like it.
He doesn't like it. What about you?
I don't like it.
They don't like it. It's bad all around. Nobody here at UFD likes TikToks being that long. I can't tick my talk that long. That didn't sound right. And while TikTok's rolling that out, Tesla started rolling out its full self-driving beta technology up in Canada, the first one to escape the United States. It's going to start driving all around, get into the maple syrup. Those impish frost giants are going to know what Tesla does. And while Tesla's rolling out full self-driving, NVIDIA's rolling back because they got hacked this week. This is something that was a developing story all week long. There was a report that came out that NVIDIA got hacked by a hacker group that's based in South America that is not tied to any of the geopolitical instability that's been going on this week. NVIDIA didn't really say anything, but there was reports coming out that NVIDIA hacked the hackers back and encrypted the data that was stolen, which was reported to be 1 terabyte of total data. However, the hackers came back and said, hey, you just encrypted our VM and we already made backups, so your hack of our hack wasn't really a good enough hack, but we see you hacking and it's not cool, all right? You trying to put ransomware on us, NVIDIA? We're gonna ransom you even harder. So NVIDIA then did come out publicly and say, yes, we have been hacked, but there's no business disruption. This is gonna be totally fine, which you can judge for yourself whether or not things are totally fine. So the hackers threatened to release the mining hash rate limiter that's on the GPUs and then came out and said, hey, you know what? We're gonna charge $1 million for this, because what's the use in hacking a multi-billion-dollar organization if you can't make a few quick bucks off of it, huh? I don't know. Is this America anymore? I don't know. But on top of that, they also made demands that NVIDIA should open source all of their drivers on Windows, Mac, and Linux in order to make things better for consumers out there. And NVIDIA had until Friday to actually meet their demands. As of the time of recording, we don't have any information as to whether or not NVIDIA is acquiescing to the hackers' demands, so we'll keep you updated on Monday's episode of Hot News in case anything gets reported in the meantime. But we did get some revealed information from the hackers about what's going down in NVIDIA's pipeline. We found out about the RTX 40 series of GPUs, how it looks like they're going to have a huge increase in their L2 cache to kind of match AMD's Infinity cache that they've been putting on their GPUs, and that the rumored RTX 40 series might be up to 71% faster than the current RTX 30 series, and just a good increase in GPU technology across the board. We also got a leak of the next generation architecture name, in it being codenamed Blackwell, to succeed the Ada Lovelace and Grace Hopper architectures that are out there. But then also we got a leak of DLSS's source code, which is something that NVIDIA has been keeping a tight leash on. And within that, it did look like there might be a handheld portable console upgrade that might feature a new chip that has DLSS, but we don't talk about that freaking company on this channel. Screw that company. But I'm not gonna screw around with the tech news anymore. That's it for this week. Let me know what you thought of everything that happened this week in news down below in the comments. I'll see you back here for Hot News on Monday for the hottest tech news on the internet, my friends. Cheerios.